Welcome back to Comics History and Superhero Reviews. Today we're going to look at Multiple Man numbers 1 and 2. And if you're not familiar with the Multiple Man, he's Jamie Madrox. He's a mutant. First appeared in a Fantastic Four annual back in the mid-1970s. And he's been with the X-Men and X-Factor and other groups off and on. He's got an unusual power in that you can kind of see from the cover here. He has the ability to turn himself into, to create duplicates of himself. Basically, any kind of a kinetic impact, i.e. he gets hit, or he hits something, or there's a physical contact that's violent, will create a duplicate of himself. And this creates some interesting issues. He has limited, a certain amount of control over his duplicates, or dupes as he calls them, but they tend to have their own personalities to a degree. He can send them out to be him or be someone else and learn things. For example, he sent one to law school, and when the duplicate remerges with him, he then gains that duplicate's knowledge. And sometimes he sends his dupes out to just kind of hang out. So he's been in multiple series, and he's got a convoluted past. As you can imagine, with all these Jamie Madroxes running around, they tend to get into trouble. And so also involving the X-Men, there's a lot of time travel stuff going on, alternate realities, the whole Age of Apocalypse thing. And so his backstory is very confusing, and to someone who's not familiar with what his powers are and the background, these two issues could be a little bit confusing. I personally have always liked this character. I don't think these books are the best representation of Jamie Madrox, so I'm a little critical of them. The art is okay. It's not great. The writing is okay. It's not great. Again, I think they got his character wrong in this. They're playing him almost like he's an immature joke. Now, as we later learn, I'm going to go into spoiler review here. So if you like the X-Men, there's lots of X-Men in this. If you like Jamie Madrox, it's worth reading, just because if you're into them. If you don't like time travel stories at all, avoid this. It will be confusing and or irritating and give you a headache. But there's quite a bit of humor in here too. So now let's get into the spoiler area here. You've been warned. So we have Strong Guy and Magic checking out something where they find someone they don't expect. And turns out we find out, Jamie Madrox. Here they're going back to the X-Mansion where Beast is doing his thing. The characterization of Beast here is kind of going back to the whole silly thing to a degree, whereas he's not quite so serious, and he makes some good jokes in here. So here they present him with Jamie Madrox. As we later learn, this is one of the duplicates of Jamie Madrox. Here's the credit sheet page, by the way. Writer Matt Rosenberg, artist Andy MacDonald, color artist Tamara Bonvillain. So again, the art is okay. The writing could be better. We'll see as we get further into the series. It might improve. Again, I think they got Jamie's character wrong, but a caveat here. We find out this is a duplicate of Jamie Madrox. It's not really him. So the personality differences could be explained that way, I would hope. So I'm not going to get into the super guts of the story because, frankly, it's pretty darn confusing. And trust me, it involves time travel, multiple duplicates of Jamie that have different kinds of powers that we find out later. But there is quite a bit of humor. So along the line here, Beast is talking about time travel, saying that's not a good idea, which from Beast is hilarious. Jamie, who the art here makes him look like, frankly, a teenager, a guy in his very early 20s. And in Marvel history here, he should be in his 30s. And so I don't like the characterization of him. I mean, frankly, he looks like he's 12 here, okay? Except for the muscle in his arm. So, but he gets into all kinds of trouble, steals Bishop's time travel thingy, and here we go. So, and other duplicates show up. They fight. Just kind of go through this real quickly. And this is how Jamie re-merges with his duplicates. Sometimes it's not intentional, sometimes it is. And he learns things, he gathers information. So here he's confronting the X-Men. And then we have, oh, hey, it looks like Deadpool. But it's not really Deadpool. Look at the outfit. It looks a little bit more like Jamie's outfit. So we have the requisite new characters show up, fight the old characters. It's an old trope. Looks like Cloak. But as we find out toward the end, yes, and a Hulk Madrox. Actually, this guy's drawn pretty well. We find out that they are all Jamie Madroxes, to be continued. So then we go to book number 2, where they, long story short, again, spoilers here, we have a monologue where they kind of explain what's going on. And these are all, of course, immature versions of Jamie. Again, I don't really like that, but these are dupes, so I guess that's partly explained. And they go into the future, which is messed up, where Jamie has taken over control as a dictator. I think there's a picture right here of, there we go, dictator Jamie Madrox. So kind of a age of apocalypse. This is the bad dystopian future with an army of Madroxes in the traditional Madrox outfit. And there's more fighting. So again, this gets into all kinds of interesting Jamie Madrox history. We find out this is actually the son of Jamie Madrox, or one of his dupes, or the real Jamie. It gets confusing. Run into Jamie's past girlfriend, lover, wife, who we'll see in a minute. This part's interesting. Again, this is where time travel, I think this is kind of amusing. People who don't like time travel find it to be a headache. And so here, the young Jamie kid, or Madrox kid, is saying, besides, if it weren't for you, there wouldn't be a resistance. And then Hulk Madrox says, that's them. Them who? Us. Wait, really? How do you know? I remember being him and seeing me telling you this. I don't think you should tell them that you're them. I didn't then, so I won't now. This is why I like time travel. It's fun. Weird stuff. So here we find Forge, sort of. We find Layla Miller, who is checking out this is really Jamie. She's the mother of the kid here, and the former lover, wife, girlfriend of one of the Jamies. Again, so it gets all confusing. And this harkens back to the whole previous X-Men time travel stories where, you know, all the major mutants have been killed off and other heroes. So, again, not getting into the entire story here, but here, he's playing solitaire with himself. It's like a country western song. And more battles, and the Hulk dupe has issues. Oh, here goes Boom. Thoom, actually. And we're ended up with, oh, looks like we're all going to die. Of course, they won't, because that's how these comics go. And one of the pieces of humor in here, where did it go? I want to go back to the other one. So back to issue 1. The humor is pretty good. I mean, if you like humor with time travel and multiple mutants running around. So, for example, back in issue 1 where one dupe is fighting another one, and Beast says, "Damn it, Jamie. Stuff like this is why everyone finds you so annoying. I am so annoyed right now. Stop hitting yourself." That's pretty funny. Anyway, so overview here. Art's okay. It could be better. I think Jamie is portrayed looking too young, acting too young, immature. The time travel piece is a little confusing, but there are pieces of it that I like. I'm going to reserve judgment till I see more issues in this series. Again, because I like the X-Men, I like Multiple Man, I'm going to continue this. But if you're not into Jamie Madrox, or time travel gives you a headache, you might want to avoid this. Till next time, comics history and superhero reviews. Bye.